Hello, everyone. Welcome to Lotus Tea. Hey, so thank you for coming to the channel. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. It really does mean a lot to have you all on here. As yesterday I mentioned, if you're going to unwind with me and sit for a bit, we're going to talk about manifestation. I'm not going to go into it as much. As you know, I like to do a trilogy. So it'll be one part, two part, maybe three parts. But that being said, I definitely want to make sure that I put out the true meaning of what a manifestation is. I've had people say it's magical, it's mystical, it's this, it's that. Well, let's get into it, okay? So, again, please don't forget if you haven't yet to subscribe and like, don't forget to do that. Okay. Manifestation is the process of bringing desires into reality by aligning thoughts. And not just aligning the thoughts, it's your feelings, it's actions with those desires. And the concept is rooted in psychology and philosophical speaking. So, philosophy, darling, yes. Suggesting that focused thoughts and beliefs can influence the physical world, which, of course, is the world we live in. Essentially, manifestation is about believing in not only working towards your goals, rather than relying on solely on wishful thinking. So instead of just, I am going to wish upon a star that I can get this done, it's more so of really making sure that you're putting forth the effort to reach your goals. With everything else, right? That's what we do. We put forth the effort. So I'm going to give you a couple of details in regards to that. We're going to talk about the core concepts of manifestation today. And then the next day, we're going to talk about how does that work? How's that going to work? I don't know. Well, we're going to talk about it. All right. So, first things first, here's a clear, detailed look of manifestation. Core concepts are visualization, visualization, creating a clear mental image of what you want to achieve. Okay. So, think about it. A lot of times we just think, but there's a lot of us that are not just thinkers, but they're audio and there's visuals and so that being said, there's so much more to us when it comes to where we want to be in our goals and our goal setting and what that looks like. So we're gonna visualize what we want to create. So right now, for those of you, and let me give you an example. Those of you who want, let's say you're going for a job. I want you to think of the company that you've already, and you may have already applied for this job. I want you to literally see yourself at a desk. See it yourself at a desk, and it doesn't have to be necessarily a company that you hmm, are aware that you want, or it could be, or it could be a company that you know that fits that you would fit in, you feel very comfortably in, right? So let's think about that. So let's all visualize that for a second. What does that company look like? What does your desk look like? What are you wearing on your first day at work? Because you got hired, so literally visualize yourself within that space. Um, and that'll start it off. From there, we go to affirmations. So, affirmation is, of course, repeating positive statements to reinforce desired beliefs and thoughts. So, the thoughts that we have already inside, along with those visuals, already like, okay, so when I go there and I'm going to be behind that desk, I am going to be doing dot, dot, dot. I'm going to be feeling dot, dot, dot. My first day is going to be a great day. I'm in training mode. And I will absorb all things that are necessary, dot, dot, dot. And so it just kind of goes on. But it also is more of a positive thing. And everything that I embrace that day, I would probably think of it this way as well. You don't have to do dot, dot, dot. You can be more so just one sentence. The day that I go into work at such and such place, it will be a great day. They will know why they hired me and know that they hired me and I'm the right person for the job. Period. Positive, right? Definitely. Now, the other one is belief, having unwavering faith that your desires are achievable. This goes back to what we talked about yesterday with confidence. You have to have confidence within yourself. You can't doubt yourself. Now, don't get it twisted. We're only human, right? We are not perfect in any regard. None of us. That being said, because of that, we need to understand that we still need to. I don't want to say that. I'd probably say we still want to make sure that we have enough confidence within our ability to do the task or to begin that position at that said place, right? You wouldn't have applied for it. You wouldn't have gone through all the interview process. You wouldn't have gotten hired for it if you weren't capable. You wouldn't. Now, desires, achievable. So this means you believed you could get the desire that you had in your mind was achievable. And then action is taking steps, even small ones, that align with your goals. So you have a goal. You have the company you want, or a company, if you don't know the name, that you want to be part of. And you know for a fact that all you need to do is apply. What you would want to do is make sure that resume, right, is on point. You would want to make sure your references are gonna just kill it. They're gonna be like, oh my God, they're amazing. Right? Like all the vibes, right? All the good things. But at the same time, you want to make sure that you are able to articulate what you're able to do. So that's what a job, occupation. Let's talk about relationship. Same difference. Manifesting a relationship that you want to have with a partner. You're like, I'm tired of being out here by myself. I really want to find someone that likes me for me. These are things that you have to repeat to yourself. When you start to talk about negativity, when you think about, and I'm going to go a little bit science here. Oh, watch out. When you think about scientifically speaking, when you think negative and you put it with a negative, what does it equal? Does it equal to positive? No, it does not. So, what do you need to do? You need to combat that. You need to change that behavior, change that thinking process. Think about it in a way of saying it's already done. Claim whatever you wish to be yours. But at the same time, you want to make sure that you're doing so with believing in your abilities to do it. Now, this is not all about I can do all things through myself because I don't believe we can do all things through ourselves. If you believe that, this is probably the wrong channel for you. Let's keep it at 100. I believe that in order to do things that we need to do or we're capable of doing is because we have a higher power that's able to help us do those things. Because if it was just left up to me, then I would be a CEO of some, outlandish company. I'm just saying. There's things that we go through in our lifetime that unfortunately keep us from getting to that point where we feel like we can accomplish and set off the world. Well, in this case, light it up, get lit up with the light and set it on fire. But there's so many things, unfortunately, that or should I say, not crowd, excuse me, cloud our judgment. So let's try to remember that, right? But it doesn't, there's faith without works is what did. So therefore, we need to show some actions. And that is why we need to take steps, even if they're small ones, to get us there. I don't care if you're telling me, D, I have no idea about AI, but I do know about chat. Oh, wait a minute. You know something? You know something. Okay. Well, guess what? They have courses that are like 28.99 in the next 28 days. I took one myself. And let me just tell you, it went like this. So you too can do that. Therefore, you can be caught up on all of those things, especially let's say a friend of mine, she wants an HR position. She went and she finished, made sure she got her HR journalization or journalization. I just combined two words. Sorry guys. That's what I do over here. That's how I do. So just work with me. Just keep going. She did that. And that being said, she ended up, getting closer to what she's looking for. Has she gotten it yet? No. Has she given up? No. Has she manifest? That's a question to ask her. Because I tell you this, sometimes we get so caught up in our everyday life when we've got another job that comes up and we're like, okay, well, I just went with something I already know because I was confident in that. And that's fine too, because people gotta, I mean, you gotta eat, right? Gotta eat. So therefore, you take some things that sometimes are not really for you, but they are convenient for you. Please do not forget to keep your eye on the prize, on what is definitely meant for you. We are all born with gifts. Let me repeat that for the people. The people in the back. Can anybody hear me back there? We are all born with gifts. Period. Born with them. Not acquired later in life. No. Oh, I just happened to be doing this and I found out that I'm a concierge. I could be just a. No, 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 no. There's always been something that you were born with. It could be puzzles. That means you might have strategically be able to put together, I don't know, companies. It could be so vast. I know that sounds minimal, but I'm being honest. I've seen so many people that have come through my pathway, and I'm not going to tell how old I am because then I'll be giving it away. However, they've come through my path and they have been able to tell me where they're at, and I'm dumbfounded. And yes, some of those are only 32. Am I 32? No. They are. So therefore, there goes that. So do not give up on yourself. We've talked about going through all types of things, all types of relationships on here. You have been given all the food, or if you will, the knowledge, the food, the essence of what it takes to continue to be on your way with confidence. And now we're talking about manifesting that confidence, even more so that you're able to show that and share that with the world because the world needs that right now, right? So many of us need some people that are positive in our life and to keep us going in the right direction. And this is where it starts. We all can contribute differently, but definitely we all can make a difference. Do not discredit one person. Not gonna go there because I told y'all I would never go spiritually, talk about religion. But it just took one person for us. For those of you who believe. However, on this case, we're talking about as well as you believe in that, you have faith in that, but you also must have confidence within yourself. Okay? So, last but not least, alignment, ensuring your thoughts, emotions, and actions are in harmony with your desired outcome. So, we're talking about your thoughts, your thinking, right? You've got to think, okay, this is what I can do. This is what I'm capable of. Emotionally, when you start to whimper, cry, or do whatever, I don't know where the whimper came from. I don't even use that word, but I guess whimpering makes sense. Um, you start to doubt yourself. That's when you need that support group we talked about with friendship. That's when you need that family member that's going to tell you the truth and tell you, get out of it. Stop it. You have done this, that, and the other. Come on now. And if you do it too many times, that's a sign of depression. And that's a whole nother situation we got to talk about. But that's not what we're talking about right now. We're talking about confidence. We're talking about you getting yourself aligned with and being in harmony with everything. So your actions, your emotions, and your thoughts have to align together to make it a true manifestation. All right. We're going to talk about how it works. We're going to talk about that tomorrow. I know y'all like, what? You just got us on here. You ain't talking about all of it. No, because I got to keep you like coming back. But seriously and truly, guys, I'm gonna repeat one more time what manifestation means because I want to make sure that people in the back of the bus, in the front of the bus, side to side, people waiting out line, got it. Manifestation is the process of bringing desires into reality by aligning thoughts, feelings, and actions with those desires. It is a concept rooted in psychology and philosophy, suggesting that focused, focus, and beliefs can influence the physical world, the world in which we live in. That means your reality. All right. We talked about delusion yesterday. We didn't go into it in depth. We just talk about we got lots of people that are delusional, right? No delusions. Real talk right here. Real street. Always gonna be 100% coming at you from Lotus D. That's me. Okay. Essentially, manifestation is about believing and working towards your goals rather than relying solely on wishful thinking. Meaning, I wish I could find my next couple of friends. I wish I could find my next new love interest, my man. I wish he would just show up at my door. Well, you're gonna be wishing for a long time. Matter of fact, you're gonna be wishing to the day, and then let me just tell you something. That ain't how it works. You have to put things in action. You can't just think it. You can't just wish it. You got to move. You got to make things happen. Period. You can't just be sitting at your house, dwelling away like everything's going to be okay. No, that's not how it works, guys. That's not how it works. You got to put in the work. Put in that work. I believe in you. Okay? I believe you can do it. You're a beautiful human being and you deserve whatever your heart's desired. As long as it does not do one or two things. And I tell this people all the time and they're like, well, all right, what is those one or two things? It does not affect someone else's health. It does not affect you to the point where you are doing something detrimental to yourself. So please understand positivity coming at you live. I was going to say on Channel 5, but obviously we're not on Channel 5. But we are 15 minutes in. And although it's ending, I am so happy you guys came. I hope you took something away with this. It was an excitement moment to talk about manifestation. It's something I believe in. It's something that has come through for me too many times. And I know without a shadow of a doubt that if you put in the work, it too will work for you. So tomorrow we're going to talk about how it works. We're going a little bit deeper. Okay. All right. So check in with me tomorrow. Tomorrow will be Friday and it'll be the 11th. Hope to see every single one of you here and more. Don't forget to like and subscribe. All right. Peace out. Bye, everybody.